Greetings, friends and members of the Elliott Church and beyond. It is good to be with you today for our monthly Time for All Ages story. This month is March, and over the next couple of weeks in church, we're going to be talking about feelings, and in particular, the feeling of anger. We know that all of our feelings are okay to feel, and that part of the human experience is having a wide range of emotions. But sometimes we get messages out in the world that sort of tell us that certain feelings aren't okay to feel. And so I wonder what that's all about, right? And that's kind of the message and the topic that we're going to be dealing with in church. And so today I have a story to share with you from the Mind's Journal about feelings. And we'll talk a little bit after the story about what is going on. So here's the story. Once upon a time, there was an island where all the feelings lived. Here I have a picture of an island by Barbara Cooney. It's from a different story, but one of my favorite illustrations. So once upon a time, there was an island where all the feelings lived. Happiness, sadness, knowledge, anger, and all the other feelings, including love. This is love. You can see when I open it up, there's a heart. One day, it was announced to all of the feelings that the island was going to sink. They were all freaking out. So every single feeling constructed a boat for themselves, and they sailed away from the island. They left. Except for love. Love wanted to hold out until the last possible moment. Stubborn. When the island had almost sunk underneath the water, Love decided that she was sinking too, so she decided to ask for help. Richness was passing by Love in a grand boat. And Love said, "Richness, hello, can you take me with you?" Richness answered, "No, I can't. There's a lot of gold and silver in my boat, and if you get in, we might sink. There's no place here for you." So Love decided to ask a Vanity, who was passing by in a beautiful vessel. "Vanity, please help me." Vanity said, "I can't help you, Love. You are all wet, and you might damage my lovely boat." Love was sort of disappointed, but hadn't given up quite yet. Like I said, she was stubborn. Sadness was close by. So Love asked, "Sadness, may I come with you?" "Oh, Love, I'm so sad that I just need to be by myself." Happiness passed by Love too. So Love said, "Okay, maybe I'll ask you," but Happiness was so happy that they didn't even hear Love when she called out to them. So then there was anger, sailing quickly away from the island, and Love reached out. "Anger, could I catch a ride with you?" And Anger said, "No, I need to get away from here as quickly as I possibly can." And so again, Love was disappointed and still stubborn. Suddenly, there was a voice. There was a loud voice. Love didn't know where it was coming from. The voice said, "Come, love, I will take you." It was an elder. So blessed and overjoyed, Love even forgot to ask the elder where they were going. When they arrived at dry land, the elder went her own way. Realizing how much was owed to the elder, Love asked Knowledge, the other elder, "Who helped me?" "It was Time," Knowledge answered. "Time?" asked Love. "But why did Time help me?" Knowledge smiled with deep wisdom and answered, "Because only Time is capable of understanding how valuable love is." The end. The end. So, what do you think? We had an island with all the feelings. The island was sinking. All the feelings decided to go their own ways, and nobody would help Love. But it was Time, the expansiveness of Time, that had the wisdom to understand the importance of love. Interesting story. If you're a kiddo, I invite you to talk with your grown-ups about this story. And if you're a grown-up, I invite you to think deeply about some of the themes that came up, both about feelings and also about time, and time's relationship to love, and feelings' relationship to love too. So what does this all have to do with anger, right? What does this all have to do with the okayness of feeling our feelings? And the message I really want you to take home is that one of the reasons why perhaps the feelings felt like they had to get out from the sinking ship as soon as possible is because of these messages that we can't feel all our feelings, that some feelings like anger or sadness are bad. And so they were sailing away as fast as they possibly could, so wrapped up in their own experience that they didn't realize that they were actually helpful, that they could actually play a part in saving love. And so sometimes it's time, the wise acknowledgement of the expansiveness of time and how it can really be a container for love that can help us to see what's happening with all our different feelings and then choose love. So the message I want you to take away is this message I've said a few times, that all of our feelings, anger, sadness, happiness, they are all welcome. They are all welcome. They can all help us to rest in the expansiveness of time and be in touch with that deep love that's in every single one of us. And this is what we learned through scripture. We think of the stories in the Bible, in the Christian scriptures, of Jesus, who's always welcoming poor people and people who are struggling and people who are angry, and he takes them in and he loves them. And so that gives us an example of how we can treat our own feelings. We can take them all in and we can love them over time and allow that to shape who we are. So that is the island where all the feelings lived. And I invite you to think this week to notice, right, what feelings are coming up for you and what your response is to them and how you might welcome them into your experience, into your heart with real gentle care. It's so good to be with you in this virtual way. I hope I'll see you in church, and stay tuned, families, for upcoming opportunities for religious enrichment, both at church and also as the spring becomes warmer outside too. Thanks, everybody, and good to see you.